What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
We back, man.
You
Who
back.
are we, man? Who are we? Who are we?
Singleton.
And I'm Brown.
And we what?
We live.
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? Can't real fool for them.
Jay Cameron.
So today we want to talk about the proverb. We're gonna start with the proverb. Proverb today is
What you got?
Proverb 29.
Ooh, that's close to 31, but go ahead.
That's close to 31, man. And it says, "Whosoever stubbornly refuses to accept criticism will suddenly be destroyed beyond recovery." Like, wow. So what I take from that is criticism is okay, but you got to use it to better yourself and not take criticism. And some people don't like to be criticized, but I think it's okay to be criticized. It makes you better.
Has to be constructive criticism. Can't be hateful criticism.
Okay.
But I don't care how bad you criticize me. If you telling the truth and I don't make the adjustment, I guess I'm about to be destroyed.
And it makes sense, man. Like you telling me, hey, man, you need to do better by taking care of your family,
Yeah.
or handling your finances, or handling your weight, or your health.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh man, whatever, man. And you watching me slowly destroy myself. So it makes sense. So if you telling me, hey man, you critique, criticize, hey,
Yeah.
man, I think you need to run a little bit. I think you need to not eat as much. I think that's okay. I think a true friend, it's okay to criticize,
Yeah.
or critique,
Well, I
or
could
give
be like,
advice. I think it's like giving advice.
bro, you need to leave them side girls alone, bro. They're going to destroy you and yours.
So
And you will not recover.
no, you won't recover,
Because
man.
alimony, child support, I'm going to stop right there.
It's expensive.
Yeah, very.
So take the criticism.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism. It's okay. It's just somebody's opinion. It's okay. And if it's a true friend, that's a true friend. They're going to tell you the truth. The truth don't lie.
And iron sharpens iron.
Yes. So moving along, our topic for today,
What's going to be our topic?
man, it's continuing on, man. It still got shortages out here, man. Back to the baby formula, back to, the
Shortages.
necessities
They have perceived shortages.
perceived. Okay.
Just because I ain't brought it out the back room don't mean we ain't got it. We just ain't let you see it yet.
I advise everybody to go to the store and start stocking up on certain necessities. Water, canned goods. But we don't know what's coming, y'all. We can wake up and we be in a depression. So we can't let somebody else dictate on our life like that. You got to take matters in your own hands. So me and mine, I'm going to be ready. Call me what you want, but I'm going to always have a plan. So I advise you to have a plan for yours.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Stock up on food, water, and ammo.
I got all the above, y'all. So
You
make
gotta
sure.
get them, 5.56s, 2.23s. Y'all know what I'm talking
Do
about.
what you got to do for you and your household, because we don't know where we headed, and they're not telling us everything. So I advise you all to plan wisely for you and your family.
Every man should be prepared to take care of him and his.
And like I always say, subscribe, like, hit the bell, notification. We're all about men. We're here to support and make the man better. We want to give what we have to make the man and the family better. So subscribe, like, bring your haters, do what you got to do, but we're here to support. Moving along, pretty much today's topic is about men. I think it's 5 things that every man should know. It's some things that when I was younger, as a young man, I didn't know. And luckily I had people come in my life like this young man to help me with these things, to better my life and help me with my family. and make me a better man for it. So today's topic is 5 things that every man should know. What's one of them, man?
Just off the block.
Yeah, man, give us one.
All men should know how to manage their emotions.
Wow.
It's like we have jails and cemeteries are full because men don't know how to manage their emotions.
True. I was almost there myself. When I was younger, I was a loose cannon. And I think it comes from being raised from women.
By women.
And I was reacting. I was just reacting. And never count the calls and never think. If a person would think, they wouldn't do some of the stupid things they do.
If you're moving off emotion, it's gonna be a reaction. But if you're thinking, now you can respond. It's a difference.
Yes. It's a big deal. Say that again.
If you're moving off emotion, it's a reaction. But if you're thinking and you processing what's going on, now you can respond intelligently.
Yeah, and I wasn't doing that. And I got in a lot of fights and a lot of trouble because of it. Because it was all emotion. I was always in my emotion. I was always, and my countenance was down, and I just had a weird look on my face.
You know what emotion looks like?
What?
Say something happened. Man, I know that. You're being emotional.
Yeah.
You know, I know this. You're being emotional.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
got a lot of friends still in prison and went to prison because they was in the emotion. And they just reacted. Man, I'm about to go, and then they went. And then when they get to jail, they like, man, how I got here? Like, man, what you mean? How you got that?
Man, that's the worst place to be emotional is in jail.
Oh man, yeah, ain't no emotion. You can't come to your senses then.
Oh, you emotional in jail? They about to change your wardrobe. I'm just saying.
Emotions, man. Get your emotions in check. Don't just say the first thing come to your mind.
Man.
Think about it. You know, they think. Men got to do more thinking than reacting, like we saying. So emotions is one thing that I feel that I needed as a young man. And most young men are in gangs and in situations that putting themselves in life sentences because they're reacting on emotions.
Off emotions. Yep.
And like I said, I was a witness and I know something.
And I'm going to say this. When she break up with you,
Yeah.
break up with her too.
Say that again.
When she break up with you,
Yeah.
break up with her too.
Why you say that though?
A lot of guys in jail right now because they ain't broke up with old girl yet, but she done moved on.
Woo.
My days when I go out and, you know, talking to a female and we're like, are you single? Yeah, we broke up. How long ago? And she'll tell me, I say, but has he broke up with you yet?
Yeah.
Why you ask that? Because ain't nobody finna hit me in the back of the head.
Yes.
Because if he's still into you, take your drink and get on. I'm good.
Wow. So emotion, man, that's one thing.
Yeah.
So the second thing is, I think every man should know how money works.
Oh, yeah.
That's huge, man. I didn't know. I ain't had none to start that when I first started off. I had a family and I was just a worker and I didn't understand how money worked. And I thought it was still the old way. Bring your money and let your wife manage it. Yes.
You giving up power and responsibility like that.
Yes. As a man, I'm supposed to run my own household.
Yes.
The woman is the helpmate. And yes, the woman helps expound the money and makes it more, but still, I'm supposed to know how money works to make it, make things happen in the household.
Yeah.
So that was huge for me too.
It's like you have to be able to make money grow. What's that book?
Richard Man Babylon?
Richard Man
I knew you
Babylon.
would say that. I knew you would say
You have
that.
to treat your money like kids. You never put your kids in a place of danger. You want your kids to grow. You want your kids to have kids, so you want your money to have kids.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Say that again, man. That's good right there.
You want
That's
your
good.
money to grow. You want just like your kids have kids, you want your money to have kids.
Yes.
You want your kids to have kids, and your kids' kids to have kids. That's how you have to move your money. You have to look at your money.
Yeah.
And
And if you have to, you got to get financial literacy if you have to. That's the real education. If you need to find out how money works, it's a currency. It's supposed to continuously circulate. It ain't supposed to just sit up in the bank. I thought you just save much as you can.
Well, okay, if you know that, okay, you used to be able to put money in the bank and save it. They used to give you 8.9, 9, 10, 11% on your money.
Wow.
But then them Bush boys out in Texas, when they crashed the savings and loans and everybody lost their money, you see what I'm saying? Now they went from put your money in the savings and loan to put your money in the stock market. And we like, nah, we ain't doing that. They're like, well, we only give you 0.9% on your money sitting in the bank. You see what I'm saying?
Now it's 0.3, 0.003.
0.00, yeah. So now, but if you put in the stock market, you got a chance to make 10, 15, or 20% more on your money. Yeah. So they got everybody put their money in the stock market, right? Or the 401k, everybody playing stocks. So when everybody got in there, they ran that for about 10, 12 years, then they crashed that system.
They did.
So they crashed the savings loan, took your money. Then they crashed the stock market, took your money. Now they tell you put your money in Bitcoin, in crypto. What's going to happen?
Pattern. It's like they're going to take your money.
Then they're going to crash it again.
So what do you advise people to do? I know we do certain things, but do you diversify? Do you don't put all your eggs in one basket? What do you advise people?
All your eggs in not one basket. You play the long game on things.
We're not financial advisors.
No, I'm not.
But some things that we have done to put ourselves in a good situation.
Yeah, I talk to people. They say, man, I got this money in this stock, man, and I'm doing this, and I made this money on FanDuel and this and that. I was like, okay, how long would it take you to get that money to put it in your hand? Well, I got to do this and do this and do this, do this. How long do it take you this digital money? How long do it take? Can you turn it into tangible money?
Yes.
Don't show me something on the screen. How are you gonna take that out and make it useful for you and your family?
Like cash flow.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm about. I'm about the rental properties. I'm about things that I can, turn into cash flow. Because in a minute, everything gonna be on sale, y'all.
Tangible.
When the next crash comes, I'm
Yeah.
telling y'all, everything gonna be on sale, and a lot of people gonna get even richer, and a lot of people gonna get financially free, and a lot of people gonna go the other way. So just know what side of the fence you want to be on. It's coming. Every man should know how to manage and deal and how money works.
And can I say something else?
Go ahead.
Get rid of them damn debit cards.
Why you say that? A lot of people, most people carry a debit card. Why you say that?
Yeah, but the transaction with a debit card, your money is going instantly. But if you got a credit card, you can hold on to your money, and then you can pay the credit card later on at the end of the month.
Say it again, man.
So, like, let's say I get paid at the end of the week. I can drop my whole check in the bank. I do that for 3 weeks in a row, okay? But I've been working off my credit card for the month. Then I can make the whole payment, or I can make half of the payment, but I still have my funds and my resources. It's quicker to build that way.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? But if I use my debit card for everything I do,
It's gone.
the money gone instantly, and not to mention the transaction fees.
Wow.
Depends on how your account is set up.
See, you giving out game, y'all. You giving out game.
You have to learn how to manipulate. People look at credit like, oh no, you can't have debt. No, there's good debt and there's bad debt.
Mm-hmm.
Just like what's my man said? There's good trouble, there's bad trouble. Yeah, there's good debt and there's bad debt.
Yeah.
You learn how to move debt. They run this country on the deficit.
Oh, a big deficit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You spend it now. Spend that game, man.
Yeah, they run this country. So why can't you run your life on a deficit? Now, I'm not saying run your life into the ground to the point where bankruptcy is like a must, but you need to learn how money flow, how to move it, how it circulates or whatnot, and how to use credit effectively. So you got people to get credit just to run it up and not to pay.
Yeah. That's how I did that when I was young.
And these days they locking you up because, see, there was a bill passed. Oh, man, I can't get the year. 2013. They give them the ability where they can do a body warrant.
Wow.
You know what that is? You owe me, right? Mm-hmm. You don't pay me, right? I go call out I can go get a body warrant where you arrested until you pay me. It's just like being on child support. You don't pay, you get arrested, you pay the child support, they let you out.
Yeah.
So when people go get to the point in debt, a creditor can get a body warrant and have you locked up, i.e. feeding the prison system again.
Again.
Yeah.
So learn how
People don't know. Look up body warrant. Look up what a body warrant is.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So that's another thing. Men should know how money works
Yeah.
and how to manage it and
Yep.
better themselves and make their family a better situation. So the
Family.
third thing, man,
Third
how
thing.
to be productive as a man.
Ooh-wee.
God has called all of us to be productive. Be productive. Produce something. Every man in this world is called to be productive, to produce something. God has put inside of everybody something that the world want to come to your tree for your fruit.
Your fruit.
Being productive. We being productive right now. We giving our fruit.
Man, I first got my relationship, man, with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I always told her I'm gonna make it happen, man.
Okay.
I don't care what the problem, what the issue is, we gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like my dad raised me like that. He would ask me to do stuff that he knew I could not do without thinking about it. Like, I'm too small to reach the light switch, but he's gonna demand that I cut that light off and now.
Wow.
So I had to think, okay, I got to get up there, figure it out. Boom. See, he raised me to be a critical thinker. So whatever the problem, whatever the issue, you have to think and process it, make a decision, bam, and you make it happen. But kids today are raised, if it don't go like this, it don't work.
So they're not teaching them to be productive.
Exactly. They're not teaching to be a critical thing. Now, if they say this is how you do this problem, the math problem, this is how you get the answer. But if I just get the answer doing it my way, if I show them my work and it's not the way they say I'm wrong. But I got the right answer.
That's true.
It's about being a critical thinker.
So being productive and being a critical thinker is in the same lane.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
gotta be able to produce something. Like, we are more consumers.
yeah, we as a man, you have to naturally be creative. Like the best
Yes.
inventions come out of necessity.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like people get upset with you because you figure out how to do something easier.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. See, they be like, like you trying to like you trying to shortcut the system. No, I understood the system. Now I'm modifying the system. I'm just making the system better. As simple as
Yes.
that. But
Being productive, man, as a man. And I don't know what, and like, I was taught people that's under the bridge is a person with lack of creativity. They're not being productive. That's why they're on the bridge. They got lack of creativity. So, but they're creative with them signs, though. I don't know. They're very creative with that sign.
they could be productive, lack of productive. They need to get that system out their system. Some of them.
So, and that's I see a lot of, they be out there drunk with the sign. That's not productive. That's not
Funny
being
story.
productive.
Funny story. I was listening to Jim Fisher, whatever, dude on the radio. He's talking about the guys on the side of the road with the sign, "We'll work for food." He said, "I wish one of them one day would just have a sign to just tell the truth. Man, I just need a drink." And I was in Tampa, Florida, getting off the exit, and dude had a sign up that said, "I'm just telling the truth. I just need me a drink." I gave brother $20.
Oh, Lord. The
Jim
truth
Phillips,
don't lie.
Jim Phillips said it, yeah.
So you saying the truth don't lie. He didn't tell
Yeah,
the
he had a sign up that said, "I just need a drink." I respected it enough. I gave him a $20 bill. Man, go get your drink.
Wow.
Yeah. Like,
Truth don't lie.
Can you help me out? God bless you. God bless you. Bro, you gonna take it to go get high. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you just straightforward, bro. I just need you to get a drink. All right, bro, here you go.
You straight get it to him.
Hey, the sandwich I was gonna give him that I had,
You get 20.
nah, I ate my sandwich. I gave him $20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Being productive in this world, I think a lot of men, their creativity is stolen from them because they're working a job that they hate, man, and they're not being productive because it ain't about that job and your work. Your work is tied to your productivity, man.
But still,
Being
though,
productive
it's like,
to society.
but you put all your time into a job that only allows you to go home to get enough sleep just so you come back.
It don't allow you to be creative on some of them jobs. Think about
Oh.
McDonald's, man. They messing our kids so bad where if you think about it, McDonald's, you say you want number one, they got number one on them. You just press the button. It ain't no more, you have to think. If you wanted fries, they got a picture of fries on
A
the little.
picture?
You ain't never seen the thing?
Well,
At
bro,
McDonald's, any one of them fast food places, because they didn't want them to press the button and keep it moving.
now I
That ain't creative.
always say this: somebody got to make the fries. I ain't never worked at McDonald's though. Okay, I'm just saying. I subscribe to a higher being in life.
We need our people to be
Not
more
my, not
productive.
hey, not knocking McDonald's, but the last time I went to the hospital was after I ate McDonald's.
We need people to be more productive and more creative because they already taking advantage of us by talking about this shortage. If we don't start being more creative and learn how to grow stuff and get back to
It's only
Who we are?
it's only a shortage if you need what they're holding back.
man, they making women that got breasts. They talking about they having shortage of formula again. So
Once
that's telling
again.
you they playing. They
Once
messing with
again.
people's emotion.
Once again, if you need what they holding back, it's a shortage. You see what I'm
We
saying?
better be more productive.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to be more productive, man. We're gonna have to be more productive.
how productive.
So, all right, moving along, man.
Where we
Another
going?
one, man.
Where we
Every
going?
man should know how to communicate with their spouse,
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah,
friends, family, and the world.
Yeah.
How to get their message out. How to communicate. Like we communicating right now.
but you
How
know,
do, most people, some people don't like to talk.
yeah, but every man needs to have a voice.
What you mean by that?
You know, I hate to see a dude in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
that it doesn't have a voice. He would say something, even if he's saying it to the kids, then he's corrected by the woman.
Ooh.
Oh, he said, you don't know what you talk about. We just gonna do this. He don't have a voice.
Wow.
And it's like in those type of situations, it's like you out of order. You know,
Who out of order? The woman is out of order. Here we go. Hey,
see,
girl,
we
speak
about to
it,
get
man.
into it.
Hey, it's all good. Like the situation where I've seen it is we have some passive men
They
that
be-
don't stand like
they
I'm just
be-
raised a certain way. I'm like, here's what I is at my household.
We just say beta. We got beta man and we got alpha man.
We're going to work on that, man. We're going to work.
We gotta work on that.
We got to work on. That's what we here. We here to help these men have a voice
Learn to communicate. Learn to articulate your point.
in your household.
Not with anger. Not with yelling. As a man, you should never have to raise your voice, but you should speak with confidence.
And a woman will follow.
Yeah. And when you say what you say, that's what you said.
You say with your chest a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? So,
When women follow men, like they sense it. I don't know. I swear, man, all my life, women, I had women friends where they tell me they can sense a weak man. When he pull up,
yeah.
I'm telling you, like they know, like this is real. Like, and we're gonna talk about men confidence. It is who I am. I was built like this, man. I always, anybody know me, I always been this, I'm a man. I get my hand dirty, my wife will do my nail, but I don't care about, I'm a man.
Wait.
I'm out there
Wait.
working.
Hold up. I got one for you.
Go ahead.
Every man should wash dishes at least once a week, twice a week. Put your hand in the dishwater. Keep your nails clean. Then women don't want you touching them with dirty nails. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's a true statement, man. Like
Yeah.
the voice in the household, and women want to follow a real man. Is that serious? Women want to follow a real man. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Even to this day, they want a man. Even they want the hardest man. That's why they want him so hard and tatted up and
You can be hard and dumb.
killers
You can be
shooters
hard and dumb. You're going to lead us in the wrong direction. I'm just saying. Hey, a leader with no one to follow, you know what that is?
somebody taking a walk.
Just a man on a long walk.
Say that again, man. Tell the people.
A leader with no one to follow, you just a man on a long walk.
Man.
You look back, ain't nobody got your back, bro. You on your own.
They are really, I think it's something out there is trying to emasculate or feminize the man. It's trying to
See?
really water us down. They got men wearing hoochie shorts now and thinking that's cool. That is not cool. You do that at your house. I don't care what you do at your house and behind doors, but it got young boys and young girls looking at this and thinking it's okay. It's not okay, man.
If I'm out in public and you're a dude and you come up with hoochie shorts, we ain't going in the same bathroom, bro. Just letting you know. You're going to come out with a headache and a nap. I'm just telling you.
And we gotta do better, man. It's like, what is the standard? It's like we gotta, we kind of look at the standards for men. What is the standard for certain things, man? Having a voice at your house.
Yeah.
Certain negotiables at my house. There's certain things as a man that I ain't going for. It is what it is. It's like,
But
you
see,
should have a standard, man.
every man, though,
We got thin line now with the standard.
if we talk about in relationship and a household and rules or whatnot, it's still every man need to learn how to maintain a household, even if he on his own. He got to know how to cook. He got to know how to clean.
Yes.
And that's not emasculating. That's just taking care of your environment. That's cultivating your environment. I got an environment of cleanliness and peace. So if I meet a woman and she comes into it, you have to sustain what I've already set up.
Gotcha.
But if you come into my life and you bring mess, you clean up or you leave. Man, you know what I hate?
What you got?
You ever been in a situation where we're gonna take it to the car?
Go ahead.
We're gonna take it to the car. You ever look at a girl car?
Oh.
She got all kind of shoes and heels in her trunk, all kind of clothes.
Stuff everywhere. And my mom always told me, at least a woman should at least vacuum and clean up her. Now the outside okay, but the inside at least should be decent. Son, don't you eat from that woman? My mama used to tell me, don't you eat from that woman that junkie cup.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, what you mean, ma? I'm just saying.
Like, and
at least clean her inside.
Here's why I give you room. Whatever going on in your closet, that's in your closet. Whatever going on in my closet is in my closet. But it don't need to be all over the room. It don't need to be downstairs. It's just,
It's standards, man.
I ain't trying. But see, check this out with a child. If you have a child with a neat and orderly room, they do well in school. But if you have a child with a junky and clustered room, they struggle in school. It's like the mind is always trying to adjust and focus on everything. If your mind's like a computer and it's trying to register everything around. So if everything is neat and clean and orderly,
Then
you
focus
function
on-
better, right?
Yeah.
You don't waste energy on trying to figure out what's all this mess. Everything is in order. Now, okay, what's the problem? Let's get it.
So let me ask you this: as a man, do you help put these things in place for your household? Like, okay, this is the reason why your room should be clean. Cause I tell my kids, they met me like my wife met me as a clean man. I know how to wash, cook, clean, sew. When she met me,
It's called structure. Every man got to have structure. You got to have discipline, and you have to instill that into the family. You see what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? It's like, man, it's like, okay, check this out. A woman in her purse, right?
Mhm.
Everything's everywhere, right? Now, if I see a dude 15, 16, 25, and he go to pull out his money and his license, and it's in his pocket, it'd be a debit card in there, be a license in there, be money in there, other card and trash in his pocket, I can tell you he's raised by a woman only, no man. Because that's just like his purse is his pocket.
yeah,
You see,
I
everything's
like that.
everywhere. You see what I'm saying? If he got structure and he got discipline, that dude has a wallet and everything is in his wallet is needed in order. He's gonna keep his money in there. So he's never losing this or misplacing this. You see what I'm saying?
You know, I teach a lot of kids, and you saying something, because a lot of kids, they don't have no wallet. They got everything in front of them.
Man.
Just like you said. So say that again, man. So that's something that
Can't say all that again.
Men need to come home. No, that's
Yeah.
the part about the wallet part. Men
Yeah.
need to come home and give the young man identity and structure on how to maneuver, man.
I'll be a man. It said train up a child in the way she go when he's young, when he only one part from the way.
Yes. We missing that, man.
You growing up, you're a young man, you don't wear a watch. I know we look at our phones to see what time it is, but it's a man that wears a watch. It's not about
I mean, you don't
I gotta
value
have
my
a
time.
Gucci watch. I was in a situation, and I hope you see this. I ain't gonna call your name, but I hope you see this.
Uh-oh.
I was at the party. He tried to cash me out, right? And I had the vet sitting out there on the yard, top down. My boy had his vet out there on the yard. This dude had a 350. Talking about at 350, get them vet. I got a chip in there. I said, okay. So we sitting there. He go, I live in a house that costs $300,000. I said, okay. He said, how much you pay for that watch? This watch I paid it was $5,000. How much you pay for the watch? I had a fossil watch on. I say $80. I said, but I bet they got the same time.
All that.
Yeah, but everybody need to have a watch, but you ain't got to have the most expensive watch. You just
No, I
got
got a simple one.
Yeah, you
But
gotta be able to tell
I value
time.
time, man.
But,
But if a man that don't have time, a watch on, he don't value time.
what Jay-Z said. I got the right watch. Yeah.
I'm with it, man. So
But yeah,
being a man, and knowing how to communicate
communicate,
and have a voice in the family is important.
have personal discipline,
Personal discipline,
structure.
structure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that men bring to the table in a household.
Yeah.
You take all that what we talking about out, the child is not getting
It's chaos.
everything they need. It's chaos.
It's chaos.
Like I said, it's chaos. Wow.
I mean, I could tell a young man that grew up with his mom and dad or grew up with just his mom, especially one that grew up with his dad.
How's that?
A dude that just grew up with his mom, no dad in the house,
Mhm.
he's very emotional. He's not in control of his emotions because when problems come up, all he see how to handle it is first to be an emotional reaction.
Yeah, my son, my son, I was there, so my son is so not emotional. He's
He
straight.
calm, peaceful,
Yeah, he didn't like it. He don't like drama. He deal with you.
process the
He
information,
sure do.
make a decision.
He make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You right about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, when you come up in an environment like that, you grew up. I said what I said, and that's what it
And I
is.
sure talk to him. We talk all the time, and I tell him certain things. He move as I tell him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, fathers come home. I ain't gonna stop saying that.
But you know what though?
Mm-hmm.
We say fathers come home, right?
Yeah, dad, father, come
20 years ago, if dad was not home, he cannot interact with the child, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, because I don't even like iPhones, but technology, messenger, we can FaceTime my kids and do homework and be on the other side of the country.
Yes.
Like Mel.
Mel was doing that. He got kids, and
Mel kids in Jamaica, he over here working, but he doing homework with them in Jamaica. But he's
Ain't no
FaceTiming.
ain't no excuse, Dad.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Yeah.
excuse
Ain't
to be
no
in your
excuse.
child's life.
You have to be active. You have to be relevant in your child's life.
A man is a verb.
Ooh, but the problem is they act like being a man is a noun. Well, no, they act like being a father is a noun.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? But a father is actually a verb. It's an action word.
I like that. Say it
Yeah.
again.
Being a father is a verb. It's an action word.
Action word. I
Yeah.
like that, man.
Gotta do something. Matter of fact, that's the new T-shirt.
We're gonna have it. Yeah, we're gonna have that. T-shirt.
New T-shirt. Yeah.
Okay.
Father, a verb, action.
Last one, man. Last thing that I feel like every man should know.
Oh.
Every man should know their history, man. Now,
Oh, for sure.
the reason why I say that is when you go to the doctor's office,
Yeah.
what they ask you on that, I need you to fill this out. And they ask you things about your mother and father and sometimes your grandparents. So they're telling you if somebody else asking you about your past, you might want to know about your past also.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and ugly. Because, like you tell me, what you don't, I mean, if you know your past, if you don't know your past, it's going to repeat itself.
Repeat it.
So you remember that. So
I got one for you.
go ahead.
We just did the show with Gary about diabetes, right?
Yes.
If you know your family history of diabetes, you have a better chance not being a diabetic.
My mom was a diabetic.
Right.
And I understand my body actually tell me she was on insulin. And I seen her actions dealing with this disease. So I'm able to learn from my history, and I can't stuff my mouth with everything.
Nope.
Greasy foods. I know better. Bread, the sugars. I know what not to do. Now, if I choose to go down that road, and all of a sudden y'all just start seeing me with missing stuff, missing limbs, there's a reason. I didn't take heed on my history.
You know,
History repeated itself. So it's powerful
I got,
knowing your history.
you know I got a story in the joke, right?
Go ahead.
My sons, one's 37. Wait. Yeah, one's 37, one's 34, right?
Mm-hmm.
They know my history. Therefore, they know their history. They have no kids. They have no baby mamas.
Wow.
They waiting on the right one. She ain't showed up yet.
They're making sure they don't repeat what
Yeah.
what they done went through and seen from you.
Exactly. They've learned.
That's what it's about, man.
Yeah.
Come to cause. Not
Yeah.
making the same decision.
Now, hold up now. When they see this video, I ain't saying they ain't getting it in. I'm just saying they ain't got no kids.
So make sure you know your history.
Because they singletons, so
Oh, Lord.
I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Make sure you know your history, man.
Yeah.
Prostate cancer, go to yearly checkups, all the time. Whatever going on in your family tree, you need to know. Because they always say the sins of your fathers are passed down to you. Now, that's biblical. I just gave you something. The sins of your fathers is passed down to you. So it's things that your daddy and your grandpa couldn't fight, I'm dealing with it. If I don't stop it,
See,
my son going to have to deal with it.
see you talking
And I don't
about
want my son to have to deal with certain things. So know your history. And I know my dad struggled with alcoholism,
breaking curses.
breaking curses, man. And he didn't have much. So he didn't have any money to leave me or no kind of generational wealth. So I have to break these curses because I know my history. So please, know your history so you don't have to repeat it.
You want an example of repeating in history?
Go ahead.
Third generation welfare families.
Ooh. Third
Mama
generation.
had HUD, grandma was on HUD, you on HUD. Third generation is getting stamps in the check.
Who gonna break it?
Somebody got it. But if you knew better, you can go out and make more than they gonna give you in the stamps in the check.
But it's kind of, they get comfortable and complacent. You know you got a check and you know you got somewhere to stay and you get to eat good.
They
Your
could,
belly good.
it's a control.
It's a control thing. So who is their man? You know, that is their man. The government just became your man.
Yeah. Oh, talk about your man.
That's the man for them.
Yeah, we're talking about Roe versus Wade.
Well, go ahead.
I said it before. Can I say it again?
Go ahead, man.
When you doing what you do, when you're doing what you do, some people call it nasty.
Yeah.
And you say, who did it? It's the Supreme Court because they telling you what to do with it.
And with that, y'all, subscribe, like, follow. More videos like this coming. Hit the bell notification.
Yeah.
And, man, who are we, man?
Singleton.
And I'm Brown.
And we what?
We was live.
And we out.
You know what I'm saying? Can't you're a fool for them.
Jay Cameron.